The third coming of Zahovic hasn't happened yet. But what has happened is my new NK Maribor shirt has arrived from Slovenia, which I'm incredibly happy about. And he will now forever live in my memory. He'll always be a part of Zahovic with me to remind me of this save and what a hero he is. He will come back to this club, I'm sure of it at some point. But let's crack on with the episode. Loads to talk about. Transfers, new season. Oh God, the amount of Premier League players we've bought. Yeah, see you in a bit. So, welcome back. Here we are, another episode of the NK Maribor Series, the start of season 6, I think it is. It would be wrong to do it, wouldn't it, if I hadn't put the new shirt on. Get it on for the first episode of season 6, and we'll have a look at how we're doing. I'm not going to do any fancy transfer stuff today. We'll just go through the ins and go through the major outs. So, on the ins, Lucas Suarez joins us. Argentinian centre-back or left-back, pretty decent stats. Generally, he's a bit of a backup centre-back at the moment. That's how we're using him. He's very good. He's done alright. We've played a few games. 7.6, so he's done alright. We've got him in on a free transfer, so I'm not going to complain about that. Juan Hormigo, another Argentinian. He's come on loan from Vélez. Again, good potential. We've got a deal in his contract that we can sign him for 2.5 million as an optional future fee, which we probably will take up just because he's quite good. Really, he won't get that much game time here, but yeah, happy with him. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the first of quite a few Premier League players that are going to join us. He's 25, so he's probably the best one we've got. Quite a bit of potential to work into as well, age-wise. Anyway, the assistant doesn't think he'll improve that much, but we all know he's very highly rated in real life. We got him on a free transfer as Chelsea released him on a free. He's not on a big wage. He's all right. He's coming on a free transfer. He's played a few games. 6.9, 7 rating. No, 6.9 in 7 games is what I was trying to say. Euros Sitar. And it's quite funny that I've signed someone called Euros because I'm a big Sherlock fan. And if anyone watched the last ever episode of Sherlock, then Euros will mean something to you guys. But there we go. So Euros is in. We bought him from Copper and immediately part of the deal was to send him back on loan. But great physical stats. Got a pretty long way to go technically and mentally to improve. But generally, a good young centre-back that we've got in, and even if we don't play him, we'll definitely be able to make profit on the 100k that we bought him for. Next up, Bojan, which if you've seen my beta save in Swansea, you'll know I've got a bit of an affiliation with Bojan. Well, more an admiration than affiliation. My rabbit is named Bojan. I have 2 little rabbits, and yeah, one of them's called Bojan. So the fact he was on a free transfer, I really felt like I had to sign him. And he's not bad. He's good little squad rotation player. Again, he's made 6 appearances, scored 1 goal, got 3 assists, so he's actually settled in pretty well to Slovenian football. It's just one of those players that is class, isn't he? So he'll be great in Slovenia. Gives us a little bit of extra reputation as well. Could possibly give us a bit of an edge in Europe. Good historic background: Barcelona, Roma, Milan, Ajax, and then some shit team that are sort of around the Midlands somewhere in England. Victor Moses also joins us, another ex-Premier League player, again from Chelsea, like Loftus-Cheek. He comes in. He has actually started very well. So 2 goals in 5 games. But if we look overall, it's actually 3 goals in 5 games. A 7.4 average rating in the league. He's really good. Roberto Perez joins us on a free transfer from a midfield centre, youngster. He's currently going to get a year in the B team and then will probably come up to the first team next year. Again, good general stats, determination's alright, these are awesome, teamwork 16 and work rate 18 is really good, and I think he'll turn into a pretty good centre midfielder for us, so looking forward to seeing him in the purple and yellow of Maribor. And the last one, Alfonso Amadei, who's just joined from Germany. I can't remember what club we signed him from. Werder Bremen, 1.2 million. He's played 2 appearances for us already, determination 20, work rate 13, and really good physicals, pretty decent technicals. He'll probably, once he knows the tactic and has got used to it, will probably edge out Pausic as our starting right back. As you can see, minimum money spent, 1.9 million. On the outs, 8 million worth of money spent. Luis Hernandez was the first to go, and this actually happened about a day after I did the 5-year review video, so it was quite well hidden, I think, because it was all pretty much going through at that point. He was good for us, but the fact someone wanted to give me 205k for a 32-year-old that wasn't going to be in our starting team, I was more than happy to take it. So yeah, Luis Hernandez has gone. Jan Zakovic went to FC Nantes for 500k because he was moaning, and I didn't think we were going to be able to keep him anyway. So he's gone. It's a shame. I wanted to keep him, but he's gone. As you can see, not impressing overly well for FC Nantes. He is their first team goalkeeper though, which is a good step up for him. Rosman's gone. He left for a pittance, really. He's going to be... That 27k could come back to bite me in the arse, because I think he's got quite a good potential in him. But he's never going to break... He's already 21. He was never going to dislodge our centre midfielders. A couple of other youngsters have gone. Bakic, they had to buy him for $1 million, because it was part of his loan contract when he joined to them. Carlos Hill moved to Gaunt for $1 million. Again... He was alright. His injuries caught up with him and I just couldn't hack it. So $1 million for someone that we got on the free, I'll take that. It's a good bit of profit. Other major transfers out. Davor Lovren. Now this was a weird one, because he was moaning that I wasn't really playing him enough, so I said I'd play him. I played him and he generally did pretty well. He ended up getting 20 games. We bought him $2 million. And in his contract was a $5 million release clause, and lots of clubs were bidding for him. And I was like, no, you just got to give me $5 million. And then completely out of left field, Genoa were like, yep, $5 million, done, bosh. They hadn't bid anything beforehand. They'd hardly been interested in. There was nothing in the press or things like that. And they just came in and bid his minimum fee, and he's gone. So that's that. Other than that, it's mainly loan transfers that have gone. We've sent out a few of our foreign youngsters out on loan, some of the South Africans that came in, purely to get them some game time because they can't get in, and because I needed to get rid of some foreigners because I can only play 3 in the league in my squad, and I had about 6 in the first team squad. So some of them have gone. Euro Balkovec has joined Osmanlıspor, whoever they are, in Turkey. He's joined them on loan, but they've got a 2.9, I think it's a 2.9 million. 2.3 million after 15 matches. So if he plays 15 matches, it means we sell him and make a profit again, which will be quality. He was just going to be nowhere near the first team this year, so that's fine. But as you could tell from those transfers, there's a lot more people going than there is coming in. And this was a conscious decision on my part. I really want to give the youth players a go. So if we look at the squad now, in here, youth players, we've got Sven Karic has come through the academy and he is playing really well. He's now a starting centre-back. Zivko Rosman is up in the first team to be a backup holding midfielder. We have Trzaskowski and Pausic have been there for ages. Juros Tomic is in and around the first team. Again, decent potential, so he's going to get a chance up in the first team. And Edik Gila as well. This guy looks absolutely awesome. Now, he plays the same place as Tomic, but we're training up to be an inside forward on the left to match our tactic. And then the last one is Nikola Agilik. This guy was joined the club, 2-3 years ago now? Something like that, yeah. 3 or 4 years ago. He didn't have the best of seasons in the B team last year, but I thought, I'll call him up, called him up for a game. He didn't do very well last year in the last game of the season. And then this year, he started like a bloody house on fire. He has been absolutely superb. He's started 2 games overall, 4 from the bench, but he scored 3 goals, and he looks like he's going to be pretty good. I've turned down loan offers for him, so we're going to keep him in and around the team, and yeah, he'll get some appearances. I'm missing some people because I've got all this stuff off. Frank Easy will probably be on his way out. He just doesn't fit our formation. His goal scoring was crap compared to what he did in the UAE. 3 goals in 20 appearances just isn't good enough. Jaka Pavlin, yeah, he's a youngster. Look at that, 4-star potential, possibly 5. Centre back, he's going to be the next Sven Karic, if you can say such a thing. He'll be in and around the first team this year and next year for sure. Fabian Delph is going to be leaving, which I know will be pleasure to somebody because they're really said there could be some big changes. And he went, I applaud you to get rid of Fabian Delph. It's a shame because he did well actually. 17 appearances, 1 goal, 6.97 in the league. Overall, though, it was 18 appearances, 4 goals, 7.14. He's done all right, but again, for 31-year-old, I can get some money for him. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Great mental stats, but everything else is sort of dropping off. So we've got some decent players to replace him. In the B team, one guy I want to point out to you, David Stankar, is causing a lot of fuss. He will be up in the first team next year. We have 3 right backs now that are all pretty decent, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do. But he will be in and amongst a starting right back position next season. We've turned down a lot of bids. There's been Empoli, Napoli, I think Genoa again. There's been a lot of interest in him, so we're going to keep an eye on him, and he's going to be pretty damn good, I imagine. As you can see, lots of loanees going out. But other than that, not much else to report. That's quite a lot to take in at this early point of the video. But we'll go through the schedule and see how we've done. Our first game back was the Super Cup, I think it was. Did we play a friendly at the end of last season? No, we didn't. So, yeah, we came back with a bang without a pre-season and played the Super Cup. 1-2-0, Bradley Dack and Pausech getting the goals. Really good. Played 2 friendlies before our Champions League qualifiers. We won 11-0 and 8-0. And we took that form into the game against Lincoln Redimp. So we won 6-0. Paulak got a hat-trick on his first competitive start for the club. His first competitive game for the club. Johnny Williams got one. Christopher Barman scored a penalty. And Tragovski got another one as well. We then beat Kersiko 1-0 with Paulak getting another goal. Lincoln Redimp, we sort of mixed the team up a bit. Played a few of the youngsters and different players that might not get as much game time. We won that 6-0 as well, with Misevic scoring 5. Juris Tomic getting another goal as well, the youngster. We then played Ljubljana, beat them 3-1. Victor Moses getting a double on his debut, and Bojan getting a goal on his debut. Zan Medved scored for Olympia. We played Partizan in the qualifying 3rd round, with Victor Moses getting the away goal, which put us in good position. We had a disappointing 0-0 draw with Radomilj, but you can't complain if your holding midfielder gets sent off 4 minutes into the game. I'll take the draw, playing with 10 men for, 86 minutes. We welcomed Partizan to Lujkid Vert, and we beat them quite comfortably 3-1. Goals from Williams, the youngster Nikola Ajlek, and then Tomislav Listanovic scored an own goal, and Cisco got one back for them. We played Labdov Pucha, 1-2-0, the youngster Nikola Ajlek getting 2 goals. It was very good to see him do that. We played Gorica, and yeah, we drew 2-2. It wasn't brilliant, to be honest. We went 1-0 up through Bradley Dack. They made it 1-1. They went 2-1 up. Christopher Barman missed a penalty, his second that we've ever seen him miss. And then Bradley Dack got another. He got the equaliser on the 75th minute. Generally, it wasn't a very good performance, that one. We played Domzale and won 4-0. Paulak getting another hat-trick. He only scores in hatfuls. It's literally like a bus. If he scores 1, he'll score 2. And Bradley Dack got the 4th. We then played our Champions playoff first leg, and we got drawn against the Slovakian champions, AS Trenčín, and we were 1-0 up and then conceded in the 92nd minute, and it was really, really frustrating. Rolando Aarons came into the team for that game, and he played pretty well, got the goal. We brought in a few other people, so Bojan had another appearance. Paulak kept his place up front, but was disappointing. Generally, it wasn't very good. We absolutely bossed them, but it wasn't very good before a result. So that's who we're going to play today, the second leg of that, and that will put us through to hopefully the group stage, where we'll get hopefully an easier group than we have done every other time we've gone to the Champions League. We played a newly promoted team, Krka Novo Mesto. We beat them 3-1, and Takacs got sent off. He scored a penalty and then got sent off, not straight away. But we did pretty well, because after going down to 10 men, we scored another one, made it 3-0, and then they got one in the 84th minute to make it 3-1. And with all of that, you're now up to date. So we can crack on to our one and only live com of the day. It will be the Champions League Champions Playoff Leg 2, which we are currently drawing 1-1, but we did get an away goal. It's going to be a gusty 23 degrees in Lujkid Vert in Maribor. So I will see you at the game day. Okay, welcome back. So this is how we line up at home. Delac is in goal. Back 4, you'd probably expect it to be like this. Pausic, Karic, Kavicic and Tragovski. Takacs is in front of them and will hopefully get through 90 minutes without being shown a big red card. Williams and Bojan start in the middle, Victor Moses on the right, Duncan Watmore on the left, and Paulak starts up front. On the bench we have Misevic, Barman, Rolando Aarons, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Suarez, Gusek, and Milos Lar. This could be possibly the least Slovenian team I've ever put out in this save, which is a shame, but we really need to progress. This is, as well, could well be my strongest team. We're not really missing anyone. I think Rolando Aarons would probably come in on one of the wings, and Bradley Dack is the only player we're missing who would be a starting player who's replaced by Bojan today. They line up in a 4-4-2. They have to come at us and get a goal, but let's see how we do. Okay, and we are off in this Champions League playoff game. This is where the board expected us to get to this year in the Champions League, and I'll be honest with you, when the round was drawn, I saw this and thought, oh, this is a relatively easy game, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. We were very wasteful up front. Our strikers were particularly poor, and that was brought up in a press conference afterwards. I sort of just battered it away and said, we were easily the better team, didn't deserve to draw, but see how we do. Anyway, we're with Watmore. He walks towards the area. He's tackled, but it's fallen to Johnny Williams into the box, and he shoots over. It's pretty poor. The eagle-eyed amongst you will realise I have a slightly new camera angle, and I'm trying to get used to it. So if I start swivelling on my chair and I start leaning different ways and see what's going on, or the camera moves, then it's because I'm not too sure how I should set this up. It might even look exactly the same. Bojan, that's a terrible shot. Out. Bojan, bit of space in front of him, into Paulak. Paulak turns into Watmore. He's tackled. It's fallen to Bojan, and he didn't need to hit that first time. Take it on, little man. Kavcic with a good header. Bojan, he's getting involved in everything in the middle there. Paulak out to Tchaikovsky with a bit of space. Can he find the good cross? He can. Paulak's there. It's off the post. Oh, Tresin riding their luck at the moment. Tchaikovsky with a throw into Bojan. Bojan to Paulak. Back to Bojan. Williams. Watmore. Moses. Poor shot. Easy save for Yarango. Tchaikovsky with the ball in. It's not met in the air by anyone really, particularly Paulak. Moses. Watmore. Yes, he's rifled that in. And that will give us a good position. I mean, it doesn't really change the game. Tresin have still got a score. But the corner was poor when it came back to Tchaikovsky. First time ball in. And it was headed down by Paulak, over to Moses, headed down to Watmore. And the Ginger Ninja rifles it into the corner. And he runs off celebrating like a chicken. Ball in from Tchaikovsky. Takacs is beaten in the air, but Moses will pick this up. What can he do with it? He turns back to Pausic. Great ball out to Tchaikovsky. To the byline, crossed in. Yarango with a interesting save. It was a bit odd, that one. Tchaikovsky will put another corner in. It's flicked. Karic is there and it's off the line. And it's been all us. Tresin are really hanging on in there at the moment. Pausic to Moses. Back to Takacs. Takacs on the other. Williams. Paulak. Oh, he couldn't quite get it in, but that's a poor clearance from Fabio. Tchaikovsky into Bojan. Paulak. Takacs. Bojan. Tchaikovsky. Ball in. Paulak. Shot blocked. Williams. Shot blocked again. It is relentless from Maribor, this. Absolutely relentless. Ball in. Oh, and the keeper's got a good punch on it. And Moses has lost it to Jabba the Hutter. Pausic picks it up on the halfway line, and that will probably be that. Although we're still coming forward. Tchaikovsky. Ball in. Watmore. It's not that. It's 2 for Duncan Watmore. And this is awesome. I'm happy with that because it seemed to be following the same sort of flow of the first game where we battered them and then conceded late and it went 1-1. But the Ginger Ninja gets his second of the game. Really happy with that. Pausic brings it up down the line. Williams. Square to Bojan. Into Paulak's feet. He turns into Watmore and he's going for that hat-trick, but he couldn't quite get it. And that takes us to half-time, and we have been playing very, very well. So I'm going to tell the lads that, not do any changes, and get straight back out there. Paulak out to Moses. Moses can't beat his man, but Karic picks up the clearance to Bojan. Pausic has it on the right then. Ball in, headed clear by Ratatatatata. Williams. Bojan. He's there again. Oh, he's tried to curl it into that corner about 4 times, and it's just not falling for him. Both of those players, by the way, Misevic and Paulak, have now successfully trained to be complete forwards, which is really good. They can't do it on attack. They can both do it on support. It's not full, but it's very useful. Very, very good. And I've always been sceptical of training, but I'm happy that that's actually worked. All in all, I'm happy with that training. That's the only sub we'll do for now. We'll just give Paulak a little breather and bring Misevic on. Bojan brings it forward. Duncan Watmore. He's still on for a hat-trick, Duncan Watmore, and Bojan moves forward to Moses. Into Misevic. Out to Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky into Misevic, and the substitute has a goal. Wonderful stuff. That will be us into the Champions League group stage. Back to Karic. into Williams. Misevic. Watmore still on for the hat-trick and he's in. Oh, he's offside. The Ginger Ninja's been robbed of his hat-trick. Williams, Misevic, Bojan. Oh, he's tackled well by Gabriel as well. Holshaw brings it forward. There's a bit of a break on here for Teshin. And he's shot that wide. Okay, we've got coming up to 10 minutes to go. Tchaikovsky's getting a bit knackered, so we'll bring Suarez on the wing. And I'm going to give Victor Moses a rest and bring Rolando Aarons on. Bojan into Williams. Back to Bojan. Good ball out to Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky, ball in. He's looking for Misevic. And it's a shot saved by Yelango in the Teshin goal. Bojan to take the corner. Ball in. It's poor. But Rolando Aarons picks it up on the edge to Cax, who just nice and calmly, coolly plays it back to Pausic. That's what we like to see. Just keeping the ball. Go all the way back to the goalkeeper if you have to. What I like about Suarez is that he can play left back and centre back naturally, which is very good. Really good utility, which is what we need. Because we have got not a huge squad, although it looks like it. There's quite a few youngsters in there. As Aarons is in, he's got to do better, Rolando. You've got to do better. Urango makes a save. It's about 30 seconds after that highlight in game time, and Williams has it into Rolando Aarons to Pausic. Ball in. What more? Oh, he's hit the bar. Is he going to get his hat-trick? So unlucky for the old Ginger Ninja. That'll be the game, I think. I think that will be that. Kavcic to Takacs. Back to Delac. We're just going to keep the ball and see the timer. There we go. An easy 3-0 win. I was a little bit worried when we only drew 1-1 with them, but that is a very good result. And again, will really help us coefficient-wise. We've won in the playoffs, and we'll see each other for the group stage draw. Okay, so here we are at the Champions League group stage draw. Once again, we are in the 4th seeds, but we are now top of the 4th seeds, which is really good. We're not too far off FC Basel, so if you think we've made our way up from round about where Rapid Vienna are now up to where we are, top of the 4th seed. Oh my god, Chelsea are a 3rd seed. Oh my word, some of these... Oh god. There's no... Oh god. Right, let's just get on with it. Let's draw the first teams out. Milan, Ajax, Madrid, PSG, Dortmund, Man United, Zenit and Benfica. Look at those second seeds. Barcelona, Tottenham, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Man City, Inter, Bayern and Leverkusen. That is redonkulous. Tottenham will face Milan, Man City have Ajax, Bayern have Madrid. Already don't want Group C. Leverkusen have PSG, Barcelona have Dortmund, Inter have Man United, Atletico Madrid have Zenit and Arsenal have Benfica. At the moment, Group H is looking like the popular choice, I would say. Possibly Group B because Ajax are in it. Shakhtar are in with Tottenham and Milan, Napoli, Ajax and Man City. Oh god, well we always get drawn with Chelsea, so that's going to be our group. Chelsea, Bayern, Real Madrid. Athletic Club, Leverkusen and PSG. Basel, Dortmund with Barcelona. Monaco in F. Roma in G. And really, really, really want Group H. I really want Group H. Right, here we go. PAOK get in that group. Besiktas get into B. This is it. Where we'll get, hopefully, an easier group than we have done every other time we've been to the Champions League. This is it. For fuck's sake. Oh, God. Well, we always get drawn with Chelsea, so that's going to be our group. Chelsea, Bayern, Real Madrid. I called it. As soon as Chelsea were put in that group, I called it. Well, once again, we're going to be getting out at the group stage in the Champions League. Not even Europa League, I don't think. Oh my word. The group of death and I've got to go in it. Absolutely ridiculous. This fucking game is testing my patience with the Champions League, I swear. Ludogorets get that group. Rapid Vienna in there. Anderlecht in F. Zagreb and G. And Galatasaray get the easy group. For fuck's sake. If I didn't record these episodes in advance, like a couple of days in advance, I would tweet that out, but that is just absolutely ridiculous. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Again, fucking Chelsea. Oh my word. Thank you very much for watching. It's stupid, isn't it? Chelsea, again. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll get back to a question. And Bayern Munich is our first game that we're going to be back for. Yay. This has been a very rambly outro, and I will chat to you guys in a bit. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.